Dr. Sandeep Chatra, CEO, Dharamshila Hospital. You see, cancer is a worldwide epidemic now, and in India is also moving towards it, especially with the upsurge in cases of head and neck cancers, with upsurge in breast cancer, cervix cancer, with the development, with the modernization, the incidence of cancer is rising alarming pace in our country also, like it is in the world. We have had cases where more bone marrow diseases are now taking place, diseases where more with the urbanization, adopting more stressful lifestyle is leading to increase in incidence of breast, cervix, head and neck and blood disorders in our country. India has a very good team of doctors, I would say, best brains we have in our country. So this is the most important. We have specialized, super specialized team of doctors to take care of cancer, which is our big strength. We have good infrastructure, good technology to take care of cancer treatment. That is why world is moving towards India for cancer treatment. As a matter of fact, due to the one-fifth cost then compared to the West for the treatment of cancer, India has become a hub for medical tourism in cancer care. So entire West, especially people from Africa, from Russia, from SAARC countries, and also from Middle East are now looking towards India because there is less waiting time, less treatment cost, and highly talented team of doctors and technology available in our country at a very less price. So India is a medical tourism destination for cancer care worldwide. You see, this is a cause of concern because India is world capital for head and neck cancer. So we are educating more and more now our masses about discriminating and not using pan masala, gutka, tambaku. These are the ill things through which the cancer increase in head and neck has taken place. Go for regular screening. I would seriously recommend all people to go for once a year annual examination because that is through which we can detect head and neck cancers also early. Lot of dental department, MDS hospitals, they are now increasing and awareness through dental, Indian Dental Association, Indian Medical Association, so that doctors are able to detect cancer early and give them a cure, especially in relation with head and neck cancers. We have a very good infrastructure, but screening programs overall through the country are very scared and very scattered. I would seriously urge this to increase and government do something to adopt screening as the best methodology for cancer early detection. Right now we are working towards it, but there are masses in the villages where the screening facilities are not there. All the hospitals, big setups, they are centered across class 1 or class 2 cities or metros where the classes are only living. So our screening is also limited to classes and towns, but not to the villages. So there we are lacking, and if government can somehow incorporate through PPP a mechanism where screening can take place in far-flung villages, in talukas, then we will be actually benefiting in detecting cancer early. I would say PPP is the best way forward because lot of government hospitals are there where there is dearth of doctors, infrastructure, and they are not run efficiently. So with the help of public-private partnership, these hospitals can be involved into private agencies also, and more professionalism can come into it, and so through which we are able to run the hospital more efficiently, also adapt with the help of private players more mass screening programs, more public awareness programs, through which only we can detect cancer in the early stages. Dharamshila is different in the way that we have very high emphasis on academics. Dharamshila was the first hospital to start the DNB program in medical and surgical oncology way back in 2001. And from there onwards, we have grown strength to strength. Now we have full-fledged DNB programs running for more than 10 years in medicals and surgical oncology, in pathology. We have a PB Dawn program, post basic diploma in nursing oncology. Besides this, there are a lot of fellowship programs in bone marrow transplantation, fellowship in head and neck cancer. So in our hospital, a lot of emphasis is on academics. Besides this, bone marrow transplant is the area where Dharamshila has brought successfully haploidentical transplant, where actually you don't have a matched donor, but still successful bone marrow transplant can be provided, can be done, because we have created class 1000 clean rooms in the hospital which are in line with the European standards. So the chances of infection are very much reduced. So we have achieved more than 95% success in bone marrow transplantation. Besides, also we have a very good head and neck cancer detection and treatment program. We do organ based cancer surgeries. Third generation radiotherapy we are offering, through which precise radiotherapy can be done without damaging the normal tissues. Today, in cancer treatment, the buzzword is organ sparing. Whatever treatment we are doing, the organs, the normal organs must be spared and should not be damaged through the treatment. So, this we are achieving through radiotherapy, through organ specific cancer surgery, through chemotherapy, which is more targeted now. So, the side effect of the drugs are less. So, the chemotherapy is more personalized and more effective. And of course, through bone marrow transplant for the blood disorders, especially for leukemia, lymphoma, multiple myeloma, thalassemia, aplastic anemia. These are the children which are curable through bone marrow transplant. This is a cancer which is fully curable in more than 85 to 90% cases if we give them treatment. But the dearth is that we are able to treat only 1000 patients, but there are 30,000 patients who require bone marrow transplant because they don't have matched donor. This Dharamshila has overcome by running a successful haploidentical program where actually any person, any parent can become the donor even if there is no matching. This we do through Clinimax technology through the haploidentical transplant. So we have done around 60 cases with more than 95% success in haploidentical transplant. Cases of sickle cell anemia, cases of thalassemia, leukemia, lymphoma, very resistant cases we have successfully done through the bone marrow transplant facility. This has been one of the big contribution of Dharamshila. Medical oncology, medical education is very important, and we have trained and produced one of the finest super specialist medical oncologists, surgical oncologists in the country. But way back in 2001, we started the DNB program in medical and surgical oncology. We have successfully run this program for over a decade now. We are also doing it in DNB program in pathology. We do lot of fellowship programs are there in head and neck cancer, in bone marrow transplantation. Besides, we have a full-fledged PB Dawn program, post basic diploma program in nursing oncology. So this, through this, our nurses are trained how to manage cancer patients. So this has been Dharamshila's one of the big contribution. And of course, we educate masses also through public awareness talks. Every month we organize around 8 to 10 public awareness talks, programs through which also we are educating the masses so that cancer can be detected early. I see cancer is going to become one of the biggest cause of death. Even it might surpass the heart diseases also. And the problem in cancer is early detection. With time, we will be able to have more better diagnostic facilities like PET scans, more advanced scans, so that cancer can be diagnosed even in very early stage. Cancer will become a more curable disease, but its incidence will also going to rise with increase in urbanization 5 years henceforth. So we will need to adopt to more aggressive diagnostic mechanism and also treatment mechanism. Treatment mechanism is going to become more with less side effects, organ sparing, more targeted therapy, so that the normal tissues and organs can be spared and they are not damaged during the treatment for the cancer. So it will be less side effects and more targeted treatment, and through which we will be able to cure more than 90% of cancers if we diagnose them early. Educating masses, I think that is again one thing where in 5 years from now, I look forward and I see digital India where people are educated more about how cancer can be cured, how cancer can be detected early, what are the causes of cancer. All these things I see happening in 5 years from now, where from right from the childhood, the children itself will be educated about what cancer is.